Art is going to join us. Okay. Hi, Gosia.
Hey, Sophie, how you be?
I'm so good. I've missed you.
You really, I'm so happy and grateful we're back. We're back on. Yay!
We took a break, but we're back on. So happy about that. So today we're going to talk about, a shiny object, how to get things done as a humanoid, right?
It's so funny. I did a video about that a few days ago on the 30-day video challenge. Exactly that. So perfect. Yes.
What did you talk about in the video? Tell us.
Well, for me, this was the day when I was facilitating day 2 or 3 of foundation class. And we're talking about 10 commandments of access and living in 10 seconds increments. And I was like, for me, it's actually the most challenging one because I just do. And I forget, I keep choosing the same. And it takes this discipline that I'm lacking of like being so aware that you keep choosing the same if you do the same thing or not if you choose something else. And then I had this big awareness like, oh, wait a minute. I think I'm doing it, but it's different than I figured out it should be. And it's the way I do anything. So I will send a text, then I clean up the kitchen, but like not even halfway, like 2% way. And then I run upstairs and start something else. And then I remember to send an email. And then I pick up something. And then I just remember to write something down. And I just constantly move. That's the shiny, bright objects, like, and this and that. And I know if I don't catch it and grasp it right away, it will fleet. It's just my memory does not work anymore like normal memory. It just is this bam, 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 bam. Awareness is like, is this truth? Is this my version of living in 10 seconds increments? And I got this big yes. And this was what I've been judging myself for years, that I can't like finish a page of a book. It's like I used to be the biggest bookworm, read for days nonstop. And now I can't even finish a page. I have to get up and do something else. I have to force myself to read it. And I was like, what is going on with me? That was my version of 10 seconds increments. So let's talk about it. Let's explore and let's get out of the wrongness, because I was making myself so wrong for this. So wrong.
Okay, so everywhere you guys are making yourself wrong because you are so fast that it takes you only a few seconds to do something. You want to create and destroy all of that times a gazillion.
Yes.
I don't get backpack, pardon, that's bullshit and beyond. Yeah. Okay, so this morning I realized, Gosia and I, we said we're going to do this today at 12, but we haven't told anybody. And we haven't created any way for people to know about this. So within like 20 minutes, I created a landing page for people to register. And I created an automation email for people to get the information as they register. And it takes 20 minutes. Now, I am not smarter than you, and I'm not more capable. I just like, boom, 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 boom. I have to do it now. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, amazing. And I'm in awe of your capacities with these things. For me, like it would take me a month of like thinking about it and like dreading it to do something on a computer. And then finally I do it, like you say, boo, 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 done. And that was so easy. Why didn't I do it before? So like the fact that you just did it right away without even thinking about it, just did it. Amazing. So great.
So I learned something this week that I want to share with everybody. So Warren Buffett, do you know who Warren Buffett is?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so he's one of the richest men on the planet. Did you know that Warren Buffett will not schedule anything beyond 24 hours? Because he wants to be able to create his day as he is required.
Love it.
He will not create meetings more than 24 hours ahead of time. And he gets up and he's like, what do I want to do today? And then boom, he creates his meeting.
And look, he created wealth beyond.
Exactly. And wealth, a lot of wealth. Well, I mean, he works with the stock market. The stock market is up and down, right? So if he needs to follow energy, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. If he needs to follow the energy of the stock market, he's going to have to be aware and stay present.
Yes.
If he schedules his time way ahead of time and decides in 3 days from now, I need to talk about Mercedes versus Microsoft,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. Within an hour, that could change, right?
Absolutely.
So he only gives himself 24 hours windows.
So that's a man following energy. Amazing. Because usually nobody talks about it in a big business, in a big game. It's all
Exactly.
figured out, we deduct it, we have this conclusion, and everything is very significant and very important and very serious. Amazing to know that there are people in the big business that actually do follow energy. And Richard Branson is a man of great success who also follows energy, plays, sees what's light, sees what will work for him, what will expand his life. So what are we refusing to be that we could be it, that would allow us to step up, step out, and acquire wealth beyond our wildest imaginations. So
Bingo!
anything does allow that. Let's just turn and create it, please.
Yes, please. Vai long good bad popcorn as pochettes and beyond. Exactly. So I am tired of trying to slow myself down for other people, or I'm tired of having to structure my life because other people need structure. Or so if you look at all the eccentric guys of this world, like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Einstein, Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, all these guys, they're weird. They're totally weird and out there, and they can't stand being in the same place more than 5 minutes. And they have to go to this and to this and to this. So how brilliant are you truly? Instead of making yourself wrong for going there and there and there, what if you really are that brilliant?
Absolutely. And what if you never let anyone confine you and limit
Like Gosia?
with their limited points of views and limited realities and limited lives and boxes they're living in? Like how much we're trying to fit into other people's boxes, giving up our box for someone else's box. So what if we destroy now created all those boxes that limit us and go beyond that? And I love talking about it.
Yes.
I love talking about showing people, woof, 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 the box we're living in. And then with the tools, you start actually like, it blows up your ceiling of the box, the cover of the box, and you start seeing like, oh, there's a whole universe beyond the box. And it's still up to you, or you're going to step out of the box, or you're just going to be aware that there's more out there, or you actually get up and get out and start exploring different possibilities. Because this is what somebody asked me, can you guarantee that the foundation class will change my life? That's not a guarantee I would ever make for anyone. And this is how I explained it. It's still your choice. You will be given tools that you never had before, the tools that can change so much, but you still have to choose to use the tools and choose to get out of your box. Now you'll be so aware there's so much beyond the box, but you have to get up and use it and choose it. So it's up to you. Is this going to change your life? Totally up to you, not up to me.
Hey, darling, I have to stop you for a second. You and I, we are on the wrong link. We are on the wrong meeting. I just realized that. So this is, okay. This is the correct meeting here. So how about this? We're going to stop this for a second and we'll restart it, okay?
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Is the new one?
Well, we started recording, so let's continue.
And then you can merge them too.
Sorry?
You can merge those two videos, or we start.
Oh, yeah, no, I can merge it too. Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. Yay! All right, so let's continue. So no more boxes, no more limitations from other people. seeing the shiny object and moving on to the next one, what if that was actually not wrong? Hi, Art. Thank you for joining us. We're on the wrong one.
You are breaking up, honey.
So what if it was not wrong after you shiny object?
I think you said.
Gosia, did you hear me?
No, you're breaking up badly, but I think you said, what if there was nothing wrong with following shiny, bright objects, right?
Hi, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Much better, yes.
Okay. Okay, so yay, and we have people online with us. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So we were talking about what if going after the shiny object was actually not wrong?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What if it was actually your strongness, not your wrongness?
Yes, Gosia?
Yes. What if this was actually your strongness, not your wrongness? That you keep moving and keep creating in 10 seconds increments, and you're just different. You're very different. You cannot be linear. You cannot be limited. You cannot be just straight going in the same direction the whole time. And because you're aware of all these things that are around you. And if you address all of these things, everything will fall into place. This is like adding to your life to create more, rather than stripping yourself into nothing.
Okay, so that's awesome. So the topic of the meeting today was, oh, that shiny object, how to get things done as a humanoid. So for those of you who don't know, a humanoid is somebody like Gosia, who just said, oh, we stop ourselves from creating more and more and more all the time, right?
Yes.
How do we get things done, Gosia? Because at some point, there is something that delivered, right?
Yeah. You broke up with the last
So
word.
like, for instance, we show up on that meeting and things like that, right?
Yes. So
okay.
What I,
yeah. You know what, honey? Talk. Can you talk? And I'm gonna move to the next next one. Okay.
Breaking up too much. Yeah. So what I get and what I've noticed, it's really easy to generate for us. So generation is this part when you kind of gather up the energy and stir up all the quantum entanglements of the universe that will eventually show up in a physical way, in a physical matter, which is the creation part, right? So you have generation, creation, and then the third part is institution, which is like the maintenance. So you planted the seed, you made sure there's plenty of water, great soil, and now you're waiting for the plant to grow. The plant grows, that's the creation, and then you have to keep watering the plant, keep taking care of the plant, keep tending to the plant. And this is the part where most humanoids actually are not very successful, because we don't like the maintenance. We generated, we created, boom, it's there, we can leave it, we forget about it, and we move on to the next creation. Yet the institution part, the maintenance, it's something that actually is required when you have a business, when you have home, when you have these plants that are growing now and thriving, you need to take care of them. So why not hire someone or ask someone to do it for you, or make it fun for you in one way or another? I'm not sure what would be fun for you to do the maintenance part, but this is the only way that works for me, or I have to like totally force myself, and I hate doing it. So this is my take on like how to create from being a humanoid with this ease of creation, with the ease of things showing up, and then what's next, you know, because there's another shiny object showing up and I want to move on to another one. We don't want to keep maintaining something that's already created. So what else is possible?
Exactly. Can you hear me better now?
Much better, honey. Thank you for moving. And I love this window.
So I have to tell you a little secret though. I discovered that many of us think that institution takes time or is difficult, and so that's why we don't do it. Because like you said, we don't, as a humanoid, we just assume, well, I don't like to institute. right?
Yeah.
So one thing, for instance, I just finished a call earlier about building an email list for a business, for an online business. And I was talking about sending people emails at a regular frequency with different content. And somebody said to me, well, I don't want to have to do all of that, right? So I'm like, that's awesome. There are programs you can use that are very inexpensive where it's automatic. You create the email once, so your creation is the email. The software takes care of the automation of the institution part. You don't have to do that part. You just set it up. And a lot of times I find that people don't do the institution because they're not looking for what would actually help them institute faster and better. Yeah?
Absolutely. So this is what I said, like you hire a computer, you hire a program, you hire a system that will do it for you. But we don't do it yourself if you absolutely hate, because this is when you start destroying your creations, because you like dread those things, dread it. So do something that will work, do something that's easy, do something that's fun. And even if you're worrying about spending too much money, the money that you spend on that will be returned to you multiplied in different ventures, in different creations that now you have a space for.
Oh yeah, baby. That's for sure. That's for sure. Those are best $20 a month that I pay is MailChimp, because MailChimp handles it.
Right. Oh, I need to learn that part of MailChimp.
Yes. Well, that's why I have the class that I currently have online called Explode Your Business.
And it helps. I'm on our class.
Oh, hello. Is this Art?
Yes.
Hi, how are you doing, Art?
I'm doing good, Gosia. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. So what else? Do you have a question?
No, I don't have a question. Thank you for sending me to Monica. You were the one. You're the one that got me my first bars session.
It's my fault. Oh, my fault. Thank you.
Yes.
How awesome was that? And your life just changed a little bit from
Just a little. That's all.
yes, the notch. I was getting better, honey.
Oh, I tell you, it just keeps getting better. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome. So what else? What else about briny new objects?
Okay, so actually, the last thing I wanted to mention was that when you drop the wrongness about the shiny object, you suddenly realize that it matches what you were asking for. So we ask for more money, we ask for more fun, more ease, and then boom, 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 the universe shows things, but we're like, oh, well, no, I was doing this, I was doing this, I was doing this. So you're not receiving everything the universe is giving you. Because you've decided it's a shiny object, I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Right?
So everywhere you've been judging your creations, let's just turn and create it, please.
Yes.
Creations. Thank you. Right, wrong, but voice and beyond, because it never shows up the way you think it's going to show up. So the less you're trying to figure out how it's going to show up, the less you're trying to control your creation, the less you're trying to have some kind of idea how. Like if you get out of how, which is just this implanted point of views, then you can actually receive and you can get that something that might show up as the wrongness or something that is completely outside of your awareness that this is it. It will be actually what you've been asking for. And universe always delivers in the best possible way for you, the most fun way for you. If we open without any judgment to receive that, miracles can actually occur. So what would it take to create more miracles in your life with total ease, joy, and glory? Anything about that?
Yeah.
Receiving everything that shows up, even the shiny objects.
Even the shiny. I love shiny objects. You know that I could not stand gold before. I thought it was so cheesy to wear gold, and now I can like drape myself in gold. I wear gold all the time and silver, and I love it, and I love bling bling, and I love everything shiny. And before, maybe I would wear it like once for New Year's Eve party, and now it's everyday thing, and it feels awesome. My body loves it. So like, how can you like get out of your comfort zone with something that you decided you shouldn't do, you couldn't do, and just do it because it's fun, because you're actually secretly longing for it, and it's fun.
And you know, I don't know if you guys have seen, I make a lot of videos while driving.
Yes.
And I actually had to make a video where I'm like, oh, you guys must think I'm a terrible driver, but I'm actually a much better driver when I'm making a video because I have to pay attention.
You have to be aware of everything.
I have to be aware of everything. So,
like Carrie says too, that if you're driving fast, are you aware of everything that's going on around you? And
yeah,
it's true.
Way more.
I know I am. I know I am.
I am. I realize that I'm aware of the surroundings and the cars and everything because I drive fast.
Good for you. Have fun. You know what? It also showed up that all these things can be overwhelming to someone when all the things are showing up at the same time. And the key to it is to really just relax and ease into it, lower your burst, expand, and receive all of it. And look at maybe like, what do I need to address now? What's pulling my attention now? What do I address? Where do I go? Who do I call? Like in a business, if everything is pulling you and you have all these awarenesses and all the shiny, bright objects all around you, then you maybe have to ask a question from time to time, like, where do I go? What do I do right now in this moment? And then you move on. But at the beginning, when I changed the way I functioned, I really felt overwhelmed all the time. It was so much. It felt like I have so much to do. And then I sat down, I was like, I don't know what to do because I don't have questions.
That's what's happened to me in the last few days between trying to create a website, create a bars business, create a bookkeeping business. And it's like, oh my God. So yesterday was like, forget it. I'm not doing anything. And that's exactly what I did was, I did a little bit of stuff early in the morning. I woke up like about 4:30 and I worked in my office from 4:30 to 5:30 and then went back to bed. And the rest of the day, I didn't do anything. And it was like, at the end of the day, it was like, you know what? I'm okay with that. And today I'm ready to get started all over again. So, but I agree with you. I need to prioritize, figure out what it is I need to do first in order to really get going.
There's only one thing, Art, you have to do every day. Do you know what that is?
What's that?
Watch one of the videos on being we.
Okay. I haven't been doing that.
What an inspiration. And yes, but have you noticed that sometimes when you like stop stressing, I started asking instead of what do I have to do today, what can I create today, and how much can I create today? And it really changed the energy of the doing, because I felt like I'm going crazy with the doing part. And actually, I started creating for ease. Even if I go for a walk or go for a run or go somewhere or meet a friend for coffee, somehow when I get to the doing, the physical act of doing, everything falls into place really easily. So when I started taking time to myself and honoring more of myself and my body, everything started showing up with greater ease. So I don't feel like I have to press and push and work and work and work. It's just like bam, bam, bam. It falls into my lap. So because I kept asking like, how much can I, because I really took completely zero time for myself. I got to the point where there was no time for myself, just work. And I didn't make any more money. I was just stressed, I was burned out and overwhelmed. So now when I play more and I'm happier and I'm being more of me, which I ask for all the time, actually things are way easier and they show up just out of nowhere. So it's a creation too. That's a different way of creation from the place of honoring you and contributing to you.
Awesome.
That's something I need to do more of. I did go for a walk yesterday, which was great. I don't know, did 1.5 miles or 2 miles, and it did help.
Wonderful.
there's two people on the call. I want to see if any one of them have a question. Especially the 818 person, your phone is a little bit noisy. So I want to see if you have a question.
I'm the 818 person. It's Kath.
Hi, Kath. How are you?
Hi there. I'm good.
You must think I'm crazy now.
I don't think anymore. I don't.
You already knew I was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know
we go.
that, Sophie.
Kat has never done an access class, so it's actually,
Oh my God. He's got a treat in store.
I just thought I would eavesdrop and see what kind of chats you were having, and it's kind of like listening to a foreign language, although I understand all the terminology. I just I don't think in that language yet.
yeah. And actually, Kat, that's exactly how I felt the first time I heard a access consciousness talk. I was like, what are they talking about? So, no worries, my friend. I'll send you some resources, but don't worry.
Okay.
That's awesome. The 707 number, do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, this is Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Yeah, I was the same as Kath. I was like, I'm just going to eavesdrop and see what this is all about, because there wasn't a real explanation, but that's good because it just kind of left everything open, to talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah.
So I am really wanting to create some more ease with my body.
Okay.
And I'm really getting a lot of different points of view around how to do this as I practice more and as I ask more questions. One of my biggest hang-ups, I think, about it was the difference between pain and intensity. And I think I'm getting it. But if you have anything else to contribute about that, that's kind of where I'm at.
You want to say something, or I should?
No, you go.
Okay. Yeah, this is a very different approach, right? To like, oh, it's not a pain, it's intensity. So what if your body was giving you constantly information? And very often that what we perceive as pain or intensity in our body has some relationship to the earth. So are you actually a powerful healer and you're really aware of the earth?
Yes.
Okay, so everywhere you weren't acknowledging it, and everywhere you cut off your awareness of that connection and communion with the earth, would you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, nice, should, poise, and beyond. And would you now lower your barriers and expand, 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 expand? There's a lot of this intensity and just in your body. So just lower your barriers, expand, and open yourself up to actually gifting all this energy to the earth, because this is earth crying for you, like screaming for you, please contribute to me. And if you're willing to listen, if you're willing to do it, to actually change this intensity within minutes, if not seconds. So have you heard of 1, 2, 3s? 1, 2, 3?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so would you be willing to do some 1, 2, 3s, like at least 10 of them? I'm getting more than 10 for you. And throughout the day, not just like once, 3 times a day, like do it 10, 20, 30 times throughout the day, whenever the intensity cranks up and it's there. Just like recognize, acknowledge, like, thank you, body, for the information. First of all, thank you, sweet body, for the information, because it's just information. We think it's like, oh, pain. And the moment we think, oh, my back hurts, or my neck hurts, we actually solidify it rather than, oh, that's an information. That's an email that we just received, right? We're like, eat the email and we'll make it ours. No, we don't do that. We don't need to. There's absolutely no necessity of that. And actually, if you're willing to acknowledge that this is you being potent and amazing and being capable of changing the planet, like, how does it make you look, make you look at you. Like, isn't it way cool that you can do it, that you actually have this magical capacities? So if you, haven't played with it yet, please do. Please look at this, start exploring it. And what do you know about the earth that you're denying that you know? And what do you know about your body? What do you know about other bodies that you have been denying and cutting yourself off from this knowing? So will you claim on and acknowledge how powerful and amazing you are with bodies? Oof.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
that brought up something that the who does it belong to, to sometimes I just think, well, if I'm gathering, if I'm actually taking in all this information from other bodies, sometimes I just want to run and hide. It's like, this is just too intense, and I've returned to sender and I ask, a lot of questions around it, and sometimes it just feels like it's just so overwhelming.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that I have found is the most challenging with pain is we tend to resist it. We tend to push against it because we don't want to feel the pain.
Right.
I recently, when I was giving birth to my second child, the epidural did not work. So I had to be very present with the pain, and I actually extended out with the pain. So I really let myself feel completely every single ounce of pain. I felt it completely without resisting it. And that was the only way that it could dissipate.
Oh, okay.
So would you be willing to simply be present with the pain, first of all, without calling it pain, but just be present with whatever is showing up and asking yourself, how much deeper can I go with this?
Okay.
Wow, that's interesting.
And that way you'll stop pushing against the pain, you'll stop resisting the pain, you'll be present, and also everything Gosia just gave you.
Yes, because I know, because pushing and trying to resist it, I know that I become even more tight, in my body.
Yeah, exactly.
I ask actually for it to intensify when it gets like really bad. And the moment you crank it up, turn it up, and intensify it, what Sophie said, it literally just, there's almost like it, the dam that it's this barrier of resisting it just breaks, and it breaks open and just expands. And something that's not real, if you expand it, it will disappear. Actually, it will dissipate and disappear. So it's very useful. It's a very useful technique. And wherever you resist and react to it and align and agree with it in any way, and everywhere you have a judgment about negative energies, because in order to resist it, you have to have a judgment of it. This is bad. This is negative. They're going to hurt me. They're stronger than me. Their bodily stuff is stronger, more powerful than me. So I would clear also all the resistance and reaction and alignment and agreement, because you have to align and agree with the point of view that it can harm you and it's negative, and resist and react to it. And this is how we create a polarity, and this is how we lock it in the body. It's like this automatic clunk, and it's in your body. Hold on, I'm going to close the window because they're blowing there. It's so tight.
Oh.
All right. Quiet now. And we have to wrap it up soon because we both have next meetings right after.
I know. Thank you all so much for showing, and I apologize. Gosia and I were on a different line when this started, so I will be combining the two videos together and posting them on YouTube and sending you all the link. So thank you so much for being present here, and Gosia, thank you for the fun we have.
Oh,
Thank you very much, both of you. This has been enlightening to me.
Oh, wonderful. Oh my goodness. We're so happy to be a contribution. And yes, the beginning of this conversation is on another video, and it was really fun and really fast. And then we realized we have to switch. So watch the beginning. Thank you so much.
I will.
Adore you. Bye, honey.
Thank you.
So much. Bye.